DR looks back towards second a couple of times. Pitch is hit into the air to George Lukey, moving to his right and back closer to the fence than when he started, makes the catch, and he'll throw it in, and he slips as he threw the ball, but he hit his cutoff man, Lane Adams, and Jones back to second. He completely lost his footing, but he made the easy catch, certainly for him. Season. One of those crossover games. Ball's hit to Lukey, I think. Yeah, Lukey coming in. He'll make the easy catch, and DR will strand a runner in scoring position on a leadoff walk. So good pitching after that sacrifice bunt, and 2 fly balls to Lukey to end the little threat in the top of the first inning. No score between the Dogs and Appling as we move to the bottom of the first inning on Y101. 3-0 pitch, way off the plate, and Lane has walked for the 8th time in his senior season. So that's why his on base percentage is up there, and that's why he's the leadoff guy for the Bulldogs. 1 out and a 1-1 count. Here's a pitch, breaking ball hit right up the middle, off the glove of Ammons. And so everybody's going to be safe. The throw to first is high, and here comes Lane Adams to the dish. Here's a throw, and he is out. Out by just a smidgen. Lane breaking in from third on that high throw to the first baseman, Grayson Carter, who caught the ball and threw it down to Chase Stone, the Pirate catcher, and he applied the tag on Lane sliding in feet first. Assigned to play at Chipola Junior College down in Florida. Breaking balls hit left side and threw for a base hit into left field. So runners on first and second with 2 down. In the past, the Bulldogs have had really an outstanding strikeout-to-walk ratio back in 2013, an amazing 207-78. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and DR gets his first K of his senior season. DR out in front, no balls, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. The ball gets away. They're going to throw it down to second to see if they can get it out there. Safe. There's a strikeout. DR's second of the ball game. DR is ready to go. Winding second pitch. Hit right side and into right field for a base hit. That scores 1, and the ball gets by McBride. Here comes another one to the dish, and another one as the Dogs throw it in. And we got a Pirate sliding into third head first, and that's Trey Jones. That'll be a single and an error. And the Pirates take a 3-0 lead, and they do it with 2 outs. Meadows wants to work quickly. Baxley did not step out of the batter's box, and here's a pitch, swing, and a missed, strike 3. 3 strikeouts in the inning for DR. But a hit batsman, a walk, and another walk, load up the bases. Then the single and the error allowed 3 to score, but DR leaves 1 at third base. We played 1.5 of the Appling County Pirates lead the Toombs County Bulldogs 3-0 on Y101. Had a tag out at third yesterday. On a throw from the catcher. There's a liner caught by the third baseman, Brock Harrison. Just reached with the glove, about shoulder high, and made the catch. Thomas Cloud, that's Trey's younger brother. This ball spiked into the air into center field, but George Lukey has it, moving into left. So Carter is flat out to the center fielder twice, and DR, efficient with his pitches, gets 2 outs. Right-hander Atkinson, the DH, struck out his first time to the dish. Hits the ball on the ground to the shortstop, Lane Adams. Fields it, throws to first. 3 up, 3 down. Good third inning for DR and the Dog defense. Brock Harrison snagging a liner. Lukey chasing down a hard-hit ball in center field, and Lane Adams handling a grounder at short. We go to the bottom of the third with the Appling County Pirates leading 3-0 on Y101. Yankee manager, he was actually on the air for about an inning. 2-2. Curveballs hit right side, looping, and there's a dive, and Elijah Hale not able to catch it, and that's a base hit. So Lukey, good piece of hitting there, going backside, down in the count. He's 2 for 2 in the game. The catcher is Chase Stone. The pitcher is Jason Ammons. He's looking back towards second at George Lukey. Here's a pitch to DR. Hits it up high into the air, into left field. Baxley on the run, back to the fence, and this ball is on the base of the fence for a big extra base hit and a double for D.R. Meadows. He smoked that one about 350. Almost got it out of here. Almost hit his second home run. He's never hit one here. He hit the home run at Brantley in the 8th inning. And D.R. is going to come out, and Dalton Lynn's going to come in and run. So the Dogs get busy with some action with 2 down. Lukey reaching on a liner into right field. And D.R. with the RBI double. 1-2 pitch from D.R. Called strike 3, inside edge. He didn't get that call earlier in the game, and he got it this time for a K. Full count. D.R. is ready. Here's the pitch. Hit into the air to left field. Brandon Helton went to his left. Now he goes to his right, and he makes a diving catch. He misread that ball, but he recovered. Could be Brock Harrison. 3-2 pitch. Hit up in the air. This one will stay in play. Right behind the first base bag. Noah Anderson coming over, and the second baseman squeezes it in fair territory for out number 3. Quite a duel between D.R. and Trey Jones, and D.R. wins. And he strands runners on first and second. So the Appling County Pirates with a base hit and a walk. And they still have 3 on their side of the scoreboard, and the Dogs have 1. And he's only walked 1, and that was Lane Adams to open up the bottom of the first inning. This ball's hit left side, and it is going to drop in for a base hit and more for Dalton McBride. He's around first. You know he can run. He's the QB of the Bulldogs, and he stops at second with an easy double. Here's a pitch hit high to the air to left center field, and that one is in for a base hit. Runner coming to third is Lukey, not able to scoop up the ball cleanly, but they held him, and the bases are juiced. Appling could have scored a run there. 0-2 pitch, swing, and a miss, strike 3. That's really good right there by Brandon Helton, because he has not pitched much. Injured all of last season. That's a big K right there, 1 down. Now, if you could get some kind of double play ball. Pirates left runners on first and second in the last inning and left a runner at third in the second. They got the bases loaded. Pitch is tapped right side. Helton has it. He's coming home, and he got an out. Throw to first base. It hits the runner, and the Bulldogs will look over at third, and he's not breaking in. So the Dogs get an out, get the lead guy, keep it 3-1. The throw from Graham hit the base runner.
He wasn't in the box.
And so 2 down. So it'll be a fielder's choice, and it'll bring up Chase Stone.
That's an appearance.
Coach Smith talking to the umpires. They're discussing the play at first, I guess, whether or not it's interference, which is a hockey term. They called him out. They're going to call a double play. They've called a double play because that throw hit him in the back, not allowing the first baseman, Stevens, to catch the ball, and the Dogs get a double play. And that's huge. Great job by Brandon Helton. Did he do the job or what? Gave up a single, but after that, the strikeout, which was big, against the number 5 hitter. And then the double play. 3-1 as the Appling County Pirates still lead the Bulldogs going to the bottom of the 5th on Y101. 0-1 pitch to DR. Hits it right up the middle, bouncing to the shortstop, off the glove, and into center field. That was a hard hit ball, but I guess you got to score that an error. Maybe he could tie this baby up. Runner going, and he swings and loops it into right field for a base hit. Runner coming to third. Here comes a throw. It's cut off. Runners on the corners is sliding in safely. Is D.R. Meadows with good base running. So Brocknell 1 for 3. Bases were loaded with a single. Ball's hit to D.R. Meadows. He's going to first, and he gets the out. So 2 down. Sometimes you'll try to waste a pitch on an 0-2, and it might be a bad one and bounce away. 0-2 pitch. Comes inside. Called strike 3. Great pitching again by Brandon Helton. Stranding a runner at third. Hit the first batter. A sac bunt moved him to second. A grounder to DR moved him to third. But Helton gets a K of the leadoff guy. to keep it a 3-1 game as we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning and take a break. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball on Y101. A 1-2 count for Helton as he looks back at second a couple of times. And again, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's big. He struck him out twice. They used to have an ABA team there that had a million nicknames. The Memphis Tams, the Memphis Pros, the Memphis Sounds. Used to have a USFL team there before somebody messed up that league. Ball hit to Brock Harrison. The third baseman juggled the ball, but he stepped on it. Now did he get the out because he lost the ball again? The field umpire says yes, he got the out, and I guess he was clearing the ball from his glove. He juggled that thing before he got to the bag and after he touched the bag, but he got the third out, and Helton gets out of another difficult situation. And now we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, and it's still 3-1 Appling County as we take a break on Y101. Atkinson gets a sign from Stone. 3-0 pitch. A strike above the belt. 3-1. Dogs left the bases loaded last inning. Runners on second and third in the 5th, and runners on second and third in the 4th, and the bases loaded into the 1st, and left a runner at second in the 3rd. There's ball 4 to DR. So Meadows is on base. He's not really a walking man because he wants to make contact. His 2nd walk of the season. Put runners at second and third, 1 down. Here's the pitch. And it is high, ball 4. Runners on first and second. Who's going to hit? It's going to be Helton first. That's right. Stretch by Atkinson. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's the ball game. As the Bulldogs will leave runners on first and second in the 7th. And that was the story throughout the game, going all the way back to the 1st inning, not taking advantage of scoring opportunities, and there were plenty. The Dogs only able to score a 3rd inning run on a DR Meadows double, and they lose to the Pirates in this non-region game 3-1 as we take a break on Y101.